My name is Saladin Yusuf ibn Ayyub, but history remembers me simply as Saladin. I was born around the year 1138 in the city of Tikrit, into a world divided by ambition, war, and faith. I was not born a king. I was not born a sultan. I was born a man, but fate had woven my destiny into the fate of nations and the future of the Holy Lands. When I was young, the Islamic world was broken. Cities had separate rulers. People lacked unity, and far from our lands, powerful armies had marched from Europe. They came in what history calls the Crusades, building foreign kingdoms in Edessa, Antioch, Tripoli, and Jerusalem. In the middle of this chaos, my path began. I first served under the great leader, Nur ad-Din, ruler of Syria. He sent me to Cairo, into a fragile Egypt ruled by the Fatimid dynasty. At only 31 years old, I became vizier. My first test had begun. I crushed rebellions. I stopped crusader invasions, and in time, I ended the Fatimid Caliphate and restored Egypt to the Sunni world under the Abbasid Caliph in Baghdad. I did not do this for power or glory. I did it for something greater, unity. Without unity, we would be lost. When Nur ad-Din died, Syria struggled without strong leadership. I knew then that destiny called me. I entered Damascus peacefully. I united Syria and Egypt, and the moment came when I had to stand against the crusader kingdoms. Many called it jihad, but for me, it was not a campaign of hatred. It was a fight for justice, for protection, for fate. But one man pushed me beyond patience. Renaud de Chatillon. He broke his oaths, attacked pilgrim caravans, robbed innocent travelers, and even threatened Mecca and Medina. Such crimes could not be ignored. Justice had to be restored. In 1187, our armies met at the great battle of Hattin. The desert sun burned. Strategy guided us, and by the will of God, victory was ours. The path to Jerusalem opened. On October 2nd, 1187, I entered Jerusalem, but I did not come to destroy. I did not come to slaughter. I chose another path. I spared lives. I allowed the Christians to remain. I protected holy places. I restored Al-Aqsa Mosque to the Muslim people with dignity and respect. Even Christian chroniclers would later write of this mercy. Sometimes honor speaks louder than the sword. But my journey was not yet over. Soon, one of my greatest rivals would arrive. Richard the Lionheart, a brave king, a strong commander, a man of honor. We faced each other during the Third Crusade. His armies captured Acre and Jaffa, but Jerusalem never fell. Between us there was war, but also respect. When Richard was ill, I sent him my physician and refreshing fruits. When his men needed water, I ordered that they be given water. Even in war, honor must remain. My rule stretched across Egypt, Syria, Yemen, parts of Iraq, Mecca, the Hejaz, and Diyarbakir. But I was not only a man of war. I believed deeply in knowledge and faith. Under my leadership, madrasas Islamic schools spread, preserving religion and learning. Architecture rose with beauty and purpose. My personal physician was the great Jewish scholar Maimonides, proof that wisdom knows no religion, and respect can exist even in turbulent times. Much has been written about armies and soldiers. Many came to us as slaves or captives, but in service they found new identity, strength, and honor. Some of these men, whom history would later call the Mamluks, would go on to shape the future of the region, but beyond titles, battles, and empires. I was also a man, a son, a brother, a husband, a father, and like all men, my time on this earth came to an end. In 1193, in Damascus, I died. They say that when I died, I had almost nothing of wealth. I had given much away to the poor, to the needy, to those devastated by war. My treasure was not gold. My treasure was legacy, a legacy of justice, of courage, of mercy, of fate. For centuries, my name has been spoken sometimes as an enemy, sometimes as a hero. Statues were raised, Stories were written, legends were born. Muslims, Christians, Jews, many remembered me not only as a warrior, but as a man of principle. I did not live to be feared. I lived to be just, and if you remember anything from my story, let it be this. True power is not in the sword. True power lives in honor, in justice, in humanity. I am Saladin, son of Ayyub. And this is my story. If you liked this video, hit the like button and subscribe.